Welcome to the Shield Football Podcast. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today is that boy DC and that boy Steven in the back running things like always. No Jerron today. My boy's on vacation, man. Hopefully he's enjoying it. But yeah, man, get some rest, my boy. But DC, what's up, man? How you been, bro?
Oh, good, Fredo, man. A couple of days from the draft. It's like us football fans, another holiday in April.
Yes,
really
sir.
Looking forward to it, man. It's going to be an exciting year.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So the draft will be on this Thursday. I can't wait for that, man. 7:00 prime time. So, man, basically, DC, here it is, man. Like all the visits are pretty much done already over the weekend, and man, let's jump into some news, man. Mm-hmm. Speaking about visits, man. So we know that the LSU quarterback, what's his name?
Jalen Daniels.
Jalen Daniels. Yeah. Just visit with the Commanders, man, and he said that he expected to be the only quarterback there, man. But they said that they brought in two other quarterbacks at the same time while his visit, and he said that didn't make him feel loved, appreciated with the organization. Now he's kind of having thoughts that he doesn't want to get drafted by them, man. DC, man, what do you think about that, man?
Yes, I heard similar to that same story, Fredo. I heard it was actually. They bought him in, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix.
There you go.
They bought all the top quarterbacks in. It was a total of 4 of them, and he didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
And that's one story we get. And another story you get is he wants to be a Raider. He wants to go play for Antonio Pierce, which is a guy he was coached under at Arizona State.
Yeah.
Which we mentioned that about a month ago. And but another thing is I heard his mom is largely involved in this stuff. Okay. She's got her hands in, like most times it's the kid's father, but from our hearing, his mom she's involved in this a whole lot, and they don't want to be in Washington. That's the word, and they don't want to be in New England. He wants to be in Minnesota, or Vegas.
Yeah,
that's the word on the street that he wants to be at one of those two teams. Then I don't know. Now it makes sense to me why. Last week when I was talking about Washington can mess this up and they were interested in J.J. McCarthy, they probably already had wind of this, that the guy really didn't want to be there. So at the number 2 overall pick, I still can't see you taking J.J. McCarthy at that pick.
Yeah.
But and it goes back to the thing we already talked about. You know, these players want to create, the narrative about where they go to every year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you're blessed to be in the NFL. The team takes you. You're going to get the big money. You're number 2 overall anyway. So you can't always have your cake and eat it too. And in NFL, at some point, they have to step in and make a precedent. You can't just let these guys continue to come in here and control where they go.
Yeah.
The NFL is set up so the parity is in the league all the time. So if you're bad, you get a good player.
Yeah.
We don't want to try to build those super teams, in the NFL, kind of like what they do in the NBA where you try to stack everybody on the same team. That's what the salary cap is for.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these guys, they don't want to go through it. They just want to walk right into it, and it's all good, with the best players and the best coordinators and stuff like that. But that's not the way the NFL is set up. It's never been like that. It's not going to be set up like that.
Yeah.
So they need to, at some point, make an example out of somebody. You're going to have to, because the same thing, Eli did it, years back. And there's been a couple other guys, but that's not the right way to go about it, man. The team drafts you, you go there, you work your butt off and see if you can make that team better.
Yeah.
And that's what you'll be known for.
Yeah.
So I think they really should step in at some point in the NFL and say, we got to kill this guy. We're not going to go through this anymore.
Yeah. So I can understand why he wants to go with the Packers and the Raiders, man. I'm sorry, the Vikings and the Raiders. Mm-hmm. It just you got 2 good wide receivers already there and that you could trust and throw the ball to. So, and I get it, man. Like the Commanders right now don't have as much, and then what they did right there, having 3 quarterbacks at the same visit at the same time, like you kind of was hoping more than 101 type of visit, get see the veterans over there already that's within the team coaching, and we know that with the Commanders we got a new coach, new owners, and so basically like you said in past episodes that you got basketball guys trying to run a football organization. I get it. So, like maybe they didn't plan that stuff out. Yeah. Maybe they're trying to like pick one for the litter at this point, Right. But I don't know, man. Can the Commanders really mess this up?
Yeah. He's upset. I mean, if he goes to Washington, he's already got 2 legit receivers. I don't know what he's worried about. Yeah. Terry McLaurin's been down through trash quarterbacks, but we don't hear him coming out publicly saying he don't want to be a Commander anymore because he played for some horrendous quarterbacks, and he's a lot better receiver than that. Yeah. So, but he just stays there and he does the work. And they paid him, and he's going to stick around for it. But these guys come in not wanting to go to a particular team, and with the Commanders, everything's brand new there now. Yeah. Those fans, they looking for something to gravitate to. And I'm sure if he went there, they would love him. Yeah. They would love him, especially when your next door neighbor, Baltimore Ravens, got a guy like Lamar Jackson in the backfield. Mm-hmm. And they would love the Commander would love to have a quarterback like Jaden Daniels, a dual threat, similar to what Baltimore has. Yeah. But like I say, these guys, we're in a time now where they get what they want, man, from age 8 all the way up. Through college, now they have the opportunity to just leave a college when they want to. Yeah. And that stuff is starting to creep into the NFL. So, like I say, the NFL going to have to at some point come down, hey, put the foot down. We're not doing this. The buck stops here. You're not getting your way once you get into this league. I don't care. And once you make an example of a couple of them, it might help out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, now that these college players are making some good money now. Mm-hmm. These kids coming into the NFL making millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. You're top notch players. Oh, yeah. So now they want to transition to that, and now everything with college going on. To be more conservative about the football. Like they're more conservative now about the money than the football. And like they want more control where they go, which team, and all that, man. But in NFL, man, like luckily the NFL still has more control over the rookies than they do with the vets. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be very interesting how this plays all out, and what happens when the Commanders, if they do call his name, is he gonna play ball or is he gonna hold out?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Are we gonna see another Eli Manning type of situation? Yes. When Eli Manning got drafted by the San Diego Chargers, and he said he didn't want to go to there, and then they traded him to the Giants. Yeah, man. So who knows, man? This is gonna be very interesting, man. To be honest with you. Well, what other news we got, man? So speaking about the Vikings, the Vikings are rumored to be in talks with the Chargers, saying that they want to trade up for Herbert. For Herbert. Yeah. So, what do you think about that, DC?
It kind of makes sense. I've been wondering the way that we just seen that the Chargers, they signed J.K. Dobbins and they got Gus Edwards. Yeah. You already took the OC from Baltimore, Greg Roman, and you got Harbaugh, the other brother, as your head coach. But he's coming in to run the ball. Yeah. And Herbert's a $52 million a year quarterback. Who wants to pay a guy $52 million a year to turn around and hand the ball off 40 times a game? Yeah. No, it makes no sense. So there may be some little fire to this. Yeah. If they move on from Herbert to send him to Minnesota or wherever. Yeah. Anybody else who might want to take him on if they come in to want to run the ball a lot. I don't think it's a coincidence that Roman left out of Baltimore when Lamar got his payday, because you don't want to pay a quarterback $52 million to just turn around and hand the ball off. Mm-hmm. So Jim Harbaugh, I think he's going to recreate what he had in San Francisco. Yeah. Roman was his OC there. Yeah. And he had Colin Kaepernick, I think, the quarterback. So
Alex Smith first.
Alex Smith, yeah.
Then
so he thinks he can get that out of that team. Hey, more power to him. Yeah. So it's going to be good luck for him. I don't see it happening. I don't know who. I think J.K. Dobbins got some years left in him. He's just been unfortunate with injuries, but for him to come, if he comes in and runs that offense and he's successful all over again, you got to tip your hat to him, man. Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle with the way the NFL is run nowadays. Yeah. You got to revamp that whole thing. So, and I guess that's probably why they moved on from tight ends to receivers. They don't have no really skilled players there other than the quarterback. So I would not be surprised if they moved on from him.
Yeah. So we know that the Vikings in the first round got two first round picks, the 11th and the 23rd. Mm-hmm. So they made a trade with the Texans for that 23rd spot right there. So what would it cost for Herbert to be traded, man?
From there to Minnesota?
Yes.
They may. Minnesota, I'm sure Minnesota's going to come off both of those first round picks.
Yeah, for sure.
And net right there would probably be enough.
I think so also.
It would be
enough
for the Chargers if they get 11 and 23 or whatever. And if they get to that point, they may just take some random quarterback. Or they may just take a guy like Brock Bowers and they have their tight end at 11.
Yep.
So, and they come back at 23
and get a wide receiver.
A wide receiver. Or if somebody like Michael Penix or Bo Nix is still there, they may take one of those guys. Yeah. So, the way Harbaugh's going to build it, that's a real good possibility for Fredo that it happens. Because it makes sense for what Harbaugh wants to do.
You take on his contract and you give him those 2 first-round picks. To me, that's a fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. And I don't see why not, man. Like, I don't see why not. Harbaugh wouldn't take this deal. I would. Yeah. And plus you get that big old chunk of pay out of your payroll.
Yes. Yeah. That salary cap money you desperately need back.
And then next year, man, next year you go back and see what your biggest needs are for your offense.
Ain't no doubt. And Justin Jefferson, I'm sure he'll be happy in Minnesota with that. He'll go ahead and sign his new deal and they can go on about their business. I know Herbert would love it because he got 2 A+ receivers there with Addison and JJ. So when Hockenson comes back, it'll be legit.
Yep.
So
absolutely,
can't
man.
wait to see what happens.
Yeah, man. So all right, so what other news we got out there, DC?
Nothing. We just talk about some receivers that's gonna hold out for contracts. One is CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Like with Justin Jefferson, we just mentioned him, and the guy we were just talking about a minute ago from Denver.
Yeah, Sutton.
Yeah, Sutton. These guys want to hold out for new deals. And I get it why CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson wants to hold out and get their money.
Yeah.
But Justin Jefferson really wants to know who the quarterback is going to be. That's his big deal.
Yeah, man.
Before he goes long term. So it could get ugly. Just depends on how this draft turns out. Because if it doesn't happen in the first round, Fredo, I don't know when it's going to happen for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I think the quarterbacks will be gone. The legit ones will be gone in the first round, all of them.
Yeah.
So, and of course, CeeDee Lamb, he's going to sit out, man. He's going to get it eventually. Just hopefully it's more sooner than later.
Yeah.
For sure. And, we seen last week, Devontae Smith, he got paid. So the Eagles went ahead and got ahead of that. They ain't finna mess around with that no more. There's a couple other guys, like T. Higgins, he's on a 1-year deal. Jalen Waddle, he's coming up for contract. So the Dolphins say they're going to accept his 5th year. But after that, we don't know what's going to happen with Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice addition to somebody else. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's up for a deal. So, and I'm sure he's gonna get pretty much what he asked for.
Yeah.
The guy he's been productive for the last few years, and I think he's very underrated. A lot of people don't even talk about it, man. When you start talking about the top receivers in the league, Amon-Ra Brown should be one of the names that come out of Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Should be one of the names that comes out of your mouth, man. Yep.
Yeah. So I get it, man. Like around this time of the year, and normally all this happens. And they hold out to a training camp or to a deal get resolved, man. But to be honest with you, DC, it's like, this has been happening for years, man. Like ever since you could say the past 15 years, all this stuff been going on. Players want to hold out, trying to get paid, and they want to know which quarterback's going to throw in the ball. Very type of diva-like stuff, receiver stuff, man. But this happens every year, man. Yeah. But which of all those receivers are you more concerned about that a deal might not happen?
That might not happen. I'm T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
I think T. Higgins going to end up walking. Yeah. I think he will walk, Fredo.
Yeah. Do you think a trade might happen like around draft time?
That's what I was going to ask you that in a little bit. How many players you think get traded in the first round? Do you think 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Or nobody gets traded in the first round?
Yeah.
Similar to last year a few years ago when the Titans traded and they moved on from A.J. Brown on draft night.
Yeah.
See, I wonder how many of those we're going to have this year in the first round. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just something we got to sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But and a couple other teams I've been interested in this year, Fredo, as far as them in the draft. The first team, like we were just talking about, the Minnesota Vikings, I think they have more weighing in on this draft than any team in the NFL. I think they have the most to worry about because they have to get that quarterback. They have to make a drastic move, and they hope it's somebody that works out for them, because this could be something that sets them back.
Yeah.
I mean, they got 2 first rounds this year. They may have to give up even more than that to get the quarterback they want, because it looks like they probably got to go top 5, 3, probably
top 5 for sure.
Yeah, you got some quarterback needy teams up in there, and you got the New England Patriots sitting there, which is another team that I cannot wait to see what they do with that 3rd pick. You think they're gonna sit pat, take a quarterback, or are they gonna trade back for more picks? I think they should get more picks, but what do you think they should do with that?
So, all right. So the Vikings, right? So if I was the Vikings, I'll make that trade with the Chargers. And I think this right here can benefit both teams. One, the Vikings will get that quarterback they want, nice veteran quarterback. And also the Chargers will get 3 first rounds this year.
Yes.
And the Chargers can't flip it up quick. So I think the Chargers, man, like, they're in a position, the Vikings, they're in a position that they're only a quarterback away, because basically the team's already there. The defense, they made some good defensive free agency signing this offseason. And the offense, you got the wide receivers, you got your tight end once he's healthy. Your running back as Jones.
Jones now.
So you're right there, man. The only thing you miss is that wide receiver. I think they should make it happen, man. Like, I don't know why the Chargers would not take this deal. Right. You get 2 first round pick in total. You will have 3, including theirs, with the 5th round pick, and the Chargers still can get a decent quarterback. Don't have to move up. They could just sit there and bam, 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 and the Chargers can be competing for the AFC West. But the Vikings are the ones that only one piece away, which is that quarterback. Because the rest of the team is pretty much ready to go.
You already have questionably the best receiver in the league. So, I mean, all you're missing is the quarterback. Everything else, the offensive line is legit. So, if you get that quarterback position fixed, man, no telling where you can go. You got a really good shot. So we'll see what they do.
Especially in that division, man. You have the Lions, the Packers, and then which other team? The Bears. And
those teams are all on the come up. If you don't get a quarterback this year, you can find yourself very easily at the bottom of that division. And then we got other problems. If Jefferson wants to come back for another year, or sign long term there without the quarterback in the position.
At this point, man, the Bears, the Vikings, and the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions are hoping to Minnesota not to get their quarterback at this point.
Of course they are.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. The Vikings have an easy way to get there, but can it be done? So we'll see what's up.
And what do you think about New England? What do you think they're going to do when it's time for them? What do you think they should do?
New England right now is sitting in that 3rd spot. And their top needs are quarterback, wide receiver, and tackle, and edge rusher. Obviously, we know in the 1st round they need a quarterback. Jones ain't the one. He's just not. Ever since his rookie year, he's been downgrading every year, man. So, to me, I say New England should stay where they're at. Stay put. I don't know. I think Drake may just fall in their lap, man.
It might be.
And
it may be. And I've heard some people say that Drake May needs to sit a year. And I mean, I guess it would work in New England because they really have a very good team anyway. And you don't want to run a rookie out there and just ruin him the first year, like we've seen right in Houston.
Well, all right. So the way I think it is, obviously, if you get Drake May, you're gonna have to have a QB competition throughout OTAs and training camp. And at this point, you got to see which quarterback has more chemistry and can develop more with these other players, your receivers, your running back, your offensive line, and you got to see who takes more in command under the pocket. So it's going to be QB competition.
But we already know he'll be competing against Jacoby. But, if anything, I mean, you come in there and you let Jacoby, it's already set up. Jacoby, you're going to play the first half, you're going to be the starter. We're going to let him sit back and watch the first half of the season. And then we'll bring him in slowly towards the end and then see how it all works out. So he's a guy that you can probably work up under, and he won't. He's in that point of his career. He's collecting checks. He's just being a good teammate, and I think they'll probably if they do that, that'll probably be the best route for him to go.
Who's the offensive coordinator?
I forgot who they got a new staff, man.
Yeah, it's a whole new staff.
I don't know if he retained somebody from that New England staff or what.
I hope they didn't.
Yeah.
Just because I think the Patriots need a new type of offense. Well, we know their coach is a defensive mind coach, and the bad thing about this right here, man, like if they do good, surprisingly, you within 2-3 years, your offensive coordinator is going to be taken from other teams, promoted to head coaches. But hopefully it's an easy quarterback system type of offense, right? So because if you got that Bill O'Brien offense, oh man, like it's gonna be very difficult.
Yep.
You gotta be very like a football IQ smart to run that type of offense. So
Fredo, they would be a team that they might be the one that should be on the phone with the Vikings for those 2 first-round picks, and they can drop back to 11 and 23 or 22, whatever it is, and maybe they can find something. Like I say, one of those guys, Michael Penix or Bo Nix, get their quarterback there. Or if some kind of way, one of them 3 receivers slip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If they slip to like 11,
yeah,
you got a shot at getting them. And then at 23, you can still probably get maybe a Bo Nix or a Michael Penix. And then you got a quarterback and a receiver. So they may be the one that might want to be on the phone with Minnesota to make that happen.
DC, let me ask you this question, man. Who's your number 1 and number 2 quarterbacks coming out this year?
It's going to be Caleb and Jaden Daniels. Yeah, but me, I put Jaden Daniels first and Caleb second.
Yeah,
Those my top 2.
So, any of the quarterback coming up from the draft, you think it's worth to even draft after those 2?
Yeah, I think Michael Penix is definitely going to be worth it. Yeah, for sure. And like I say, I'm not big on JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
I made that well known. I don't get all the hype.
You've been saying that for past.
How do a guy to come out of nowhere just to be in a top 3 pick?
Yeah.
What has he done to show you? He's never been in a situation where he had to put the team on his back. Of course, he gonna look good in certain situations, but guess what? The best offensive line, you had that in the country. That don't come to the NFL with you.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
And I know you played in the Big Ten, but I mean, when you're not playing Ohio State, how many NFL players on that defense you playing against?
Yeah.
So, and maybe Penn State. So it's going to be a different world. It's going to be an adjustment. When you got guys clobbering all around your knees trying to get you down every other play.
The NFL speed's different. It's different.
Totally different, man, in size and everything. So I'm not really big on him, but somebody will take him, and he may get somebody fired.
Yeah, man.
And, another team I'm interested in, Fredo, is the Buffalo Bills. After they moved on from Diggs, Gabe Davis is gone. So now they got a really big need for a receiver.
Absolutely.
Which I think that's what they're going to take is one. But the other thing that we have to realize is that Josh Allen, he's going to make 30 million this year. Next year, the cap hit is going to be like $61 million for Allen. So how in the world are they going to deal with that? And what I'm going to compare this to is I want to see if he's going to be as successful as Lamar Jackson. When all these years when Lamar really didn't have receivers, can the Buffalo Bills still contend with the lack of receivers? See if he can put that team on his back and win that division.
Yeah,
because I can't wait to see it because it's going to be a comparison come up.
Yeah,
with people going to say he ain't got no receivers. Yeah, my argument going to be Lamar ain't had them for years. Same situation. And I want to see if he can lead that team to 10, 11 wins, 12 wins with those receivers. And hopefully they're going to draft a rookie.
Yeah.
See if he can get them over the hump with that. So that's another team.
Absolutely. So the Bills this year have the 28th pick. Mm-hmm. They're far down there. And by then, who knows, man? The top receivers might be gone by then. You're talking about, you might get scraps, but if Josh Allen is who he is, we think he is, we're gonna see if he can make that receiver look nice, like Diggs. Was it Diggs that made him look nice?
We're gonna find out.
Or was it Allen that made it look him nice?
Fredo, we're gonna find out.
So we're gonna find out a lot about Josh Allen this year for sure. But yeah, they got the 28th pick, man, and then they got a bunch of holes in defense.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys left.
Bunch of holes in defense. Yeah. So their needs are wide receiver, tackle, and defensive lineman, linebacker, and a cornerback. All that right there is basically more defense. And the Bills this year, man, gonna have to build that team through the draft. Unfortunately,
Yep.
They can't pay enough good players to come because all the money is going to be tied up.
That's right.
And also the paying chunk of dead money cap space towards Diggs contract as well. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So man, I really don't know what the Bills gonna do, man. It's like that's it, man. Like their Super Bowl window was this.
Yeah.
Now is that right there?
They swung and missed.
That right there is Josh Allen.
And
that's his window.
This past year was their year to do it when they had Kansas City Chiefs in their building.
Yep.
And still lost to them. So no excuses.
Yeah.
So you got to restart that thing.
It's gonna be hard, man, and it sucks for those unfortunately Bill fans. God, man, you want to love them, man, but damn, like now you just want to feel bad for them, man. Just the window was those 4 years expanded, man, and like now it's shut down, man.
But we look at this, Fredo, it's like when your quarterback gets that money, I don't care what you got around it. If you think you deserve that money,
you better hope that quarterback can develop players and move your team up every year.
Or if not, it was a bad investment on your part. If he can't do that, make the team better from the quarterback position, then hey, is it money well spent? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hey,
who's a better quarterback, Josh Allen or Lamar?
I think Josh Allen. Just because he's just a better thrower of the football.
Yeah.
But for a straight athlete, it's going to be Lamar.
Yeah.
But of course, Josh, he runs the ball a lot too.
Yeah.
He just ain't got the speed, the athleticism, the quickness that Lamar has to get away from tackles. He'd rather run over you than to try to go around you. So yeah. And the quickness that Lamar has that he has is different.
I wonder how many rushing yards Josh Allen's going to have this year, man.
I bet you, Fredo, he's going to have about.
He's going to have to.
I bet you at least 600.
He's going to have to throw it to himself eventually.
But he's got two good tight ends, Kincaid and Knox. He got two tight ends, so if he can find a receiver, to go with it, man, he may have a chance. And maybe he's looking. Maybe he's going to embrace this.
Yeah.
Maybe, like we just said, who was it, Diggs or him? Maybe he's looking forward to this challenge, and he may have his best year ever. You never know. So we'll see what happens in the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, DC. So what other news we got going on, man?
One more team I'm looking forward to see how this whole draft go for. That's the Dallas Cowboys. I really want to see how this turns out after the 3 days are over with their draft picks. Because I think at some point later in that draft, I think they're going to take a quarterback, probably around 5 or so like that. If they got a 5th round pick, I'm thinking they're going to take a quarterback at that point. They may late 4th, but I think because they almost has to. With this stuff with Dak, there's smoke, there's fire.
It's heating up.
Yeah. They ain't got him a deal yet.
Yeah.
So they say they want to get it, but money talks.
Yeah.
And you got Micah. CD already finna hold out. So
Who's
to say that Micah won't come and change his mind before the season starts and be like, nah, I'm just going to wait this out until I get mine also.
I don't think he does. I don't think Michael Parsons holds out, man. Okay. Yeah.
We'll just see.
I mean, he's gonna, of course he's gonna voice his opinions, but he's not gonna hold out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You think that's just a receiver thing that do that?
To me, I think it's more type of character type of thing. I feel like Micah was going to want to take it out on somebody, and so he's going to show you on the field why he should be paid. Yeah, maybe it is a receiver thing. Yeah, maybe it. Yeah,
normally that's the guys that do it.
Yeah,
maybe a running back every now and then.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's it, Fredo. How many of these quarterbacks you think will probably go in the first round? I don't, Penix, Nixon. Of course, you got McCarthy.
Yeah,
Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams.
I say, all right. So for sure, I think it's 5 quarterbacks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's quarterback. The team's going to pick them up. Of course, the Bears, the Commanders, the Patriots, and then even New York has said they want the Giants.
This too, yeah.
The Giants are saying also that they want a quarterback, and then you also got the Vikings, Raiders, and what other teams out there. That's it right there, man. Yeah. So those are 5-6 teams.
I think I was thinking. Well, I'm thinking they all might go in the first round some kind of way. All 6 of them. Yeah, I think they all may end up and go. Or 5 or 6 of them may all go, man. I think it's going to be one of those Lamar Jackson situations where somebody comes back in at the end of the first round and take a quarterback. I think it's going to be one of those. I think they all get out of there.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Do you think the Rams take a quarterback?
Man, I've been hearing that. I wouldn't be surprised, but I've been hearing that a lot. But I don't know if they would do it in the first round.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a thing they do in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded out.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, and get some more draft capital, because this is actually going to be their first time picking in the round one since like 2016.
Yeah.
It's been that long since they had a first round pick.
Yeah.
So they may mess around and just trade out of it because they got 2 receivers. They got the quarterback. They got the running back position filled. At 19, they're going to definitely be open for business.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially if there's one of them quarterbacks still left on the board that somebody wants to come up and get.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely, man. And also, I forgot about the Broncos as well.
Yeah, that's another team.
Yeah,
it's another.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you got the Broncos. They might, they should be shopping for a quarterback as well.
No doubt.
IDC. All right, man. Let's talk about these uniforms, man. So we know that the Jets got revealed theirs last week.
Yeah.
And then also the Lions?
Lions.
What do you think about the Lions uniforms, man?
It wasn't bad, but Lions to me seem like one of those teams that just leave it alone.
Yeah.
I like what you have already, but to be honest with you, Fredo, anytime you throw the black with it, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I like the black. Anytime you throw the black on them jerseys,
yeah,
I always like that version of it. I don't care what team it is. When you see them the black and it's trimmed in whatever the other color is, I love those jerseys, though, Fredo. Yeah. They always look good.
Yeah, me too. I feel like the Lions can't mess up the jersey, especially with the color schemes.
No, it's hard.
It's only 2 colors, man. It's blue and white,
Yeah.
But overall, man, I like it, man. It's solid. I do like the numbers, how they look, like old school numbers.
Yeah.
I like those. Kind of reminds me of like high school type of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like those numbers right there. The helmets, the black helmets, I like them. Like you said about the black uniforms.
Yeah.
It just looks nasty, man.
I know it, man.
And then so the Texans got a leak, man. Another one, man. I don't know who's be leaking these stuff from the Texans, bro. But whoever it is, man, the Texans need to dispose of them. It's been costing them. But I sent that text, that group text on our text message. I sent that out to you and Jerron. At first, I was looking at it, it's like, man, it looks so plain. Jerron said that it looks like the University of Rice University helmet because of the old English. But you know what? Now I'm looking at it, man. I like it. It also looks like the Titans helmet.
That's what I was going to tell you, Fredo, because I remember you saying that just stay away, please, Texans, just stay away from the Titans color stuff.
Yeah.
I remember you've been saying that a few times. I was going to ask you about that when I seen the color on the helmet. I was like, well, Fredo, they did it again.
Yeah. All right, so don't get me wrong, DC. I love the Oilers.
Right.
All right, let me explain it. I like the Houston Oilers colors. I love them. It is a part of Houston. At one time, the cops' cars wore that baby blue as well. Remember that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and that baby blue has always been represented in Houston ever since the Oilers came up with them colors. From the Rockets, I've been rocking it. The U of H, Rice has been rocking it as well. It defines Houston, man. But the thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, that we have rivals within our division. That's their primary colors because they own the rights to the Oilers. That being said, it's like we got to get away from that.
Yeah.
It's hard to admit that, but it's kind of true. But I do like it that it is an alternative helmet. It's not official, it's not that could be every day. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna wear it like in a primetime game, here in H-Town. So that lets me know that, I can rock with that age, and the color scheme, but we know it's not gonna be permanent.
Right.
Yeah. But overall, so that's one of the helmets that they're gonna be revealed. They're still missing one more. I think that last one is gonna be the all black helmet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have an all black helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fredo, with the one that was leaked, the helmet with the blue in it. So do you think if they wear that helmet somewhere in their uniform, they'll have at least that light blue stripe somewhere else in the uniform.
Absolutely, yeah.
Other than just the helmet.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think they might have that blue somewhere in there. It might not be a big thing. Maybe it's gonna be like the lettering Texans or Houston.
Yeah. Something to bring it together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if it was me, I would have Houston with that baby blue.
There you go.
You know, if I was a designer, man. But I think that they're gonna have that touch of blue in the uniform. It's not gonna be the primary color, but I think it's gonna be a good visual on the uniform.
Right.
Yeah. But so when that was leaked out, a couple hours later, the owner, Cal McNair, he confirmed that, so this is our age. And he took a picture with his dog with the hat on, and his dog had that dog chain with the H. I don't know if that's Photoshop. If that was real, man, I wish I was that dog having that H, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, so the owners from the NFL, man, with Cal and Hannah, they're very involved with this team, with the whole uniform, the city, with the fans, all that. And so yeah, man, and like I embrace them being a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think wasn't the league supposed to vote on as far as Cal being the one in charge of the Texans now?
So he's
it was a family team. I think the owners had to vote on that so he can become the full owner.
Yeah.
Make the decisions on that stuff because his brother was trying to sue him and
his sister.
Sister. Okay,
yeah. So the sister wanted to take over control of the Texans, just because their mom,
right,
is going through some health conditions, and she had a stroke maybe like a year or two ago. So but she's very aware of her conversations and everything. But her mom, Cal's mom, gave him the full control of the team. So officially, they voted. That's all Cal's team right there, and with his wife and his side, Hannah McNair.
Yeah,
she's the one that's setting him up. You see what I'm saying? Like she's the one, because she used to be in marketing, is what I heard, and she knows how to say whatever and look whatever. She's the brains behind him, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like when we're in training camp, she's right there talking to everybody. She embraced the fans.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, she's very involved with everything, and Cal's not that much of a talker. He's more like being more behind the scenes, even though. When his dad was alive, he was everything behind the scenes, but I think now he knows he has to take initiative and take control over this team now that he's full owner.
It's amazing that how 18 months to a year can change. With Lovie Smith, what he's done today, what he's done for the Texans, because when he was there was a time when people like Cal McNair, he has no idea what the hell he's doing with the team. Can y'all find somebody that can run a team? And all of a sudden, Lovie gets that draft pick.
To me,
everything is new now.
To me, it started with Bill O'Brien. From Bill O'Brien, you went to David Kelly. From David Kelly, you went to Lovie. Those three spans right there, man, it was just terrible management from the team. But now, you let Caserio fire those guys one by one. Yep. I get it. They took shit from the media and people around the league that, oh man, you just firing black coaches for nothing.
Right.
But mind you, he hired D'Amico. So he's a black coach as well. And now you got the owners got their shit together and now they're involved with the team and making the right moves.
There you go.
And so they're making all the good moves that needs to be done, man. So we'll see what's up. But Texans going to release their uniforms tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna have everything, the helmets and everything. The one thing I wish they would have had with this blue H, with the red H, I mean, is I wish they would have had a white face mask with the blue. That make that pop. Yeah,
I think the Browns went back to a white face mask.
Yes. It just makes it pop, man.
It does.
Yeah,
it makes a big difference. When I went back and I looked, I was like, "Oh, damn, that looks a lot different with that white face mask."
It does.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, from that gray to that white,
big difference.
Big difference, man. Yeah, it makes the the helmet doesn't just take you to the orange.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Now you see the whole the whole color scheme, and that white just balance it well. Yeah. All right, DC. All right, so we got that. We got the uniforms. What other thing we want to cover?
Let's get into this draft order, man, and see what we think that's going to happen with these teams.
Okay.
Will they go with a knee? Will they move on? But But first, did I ask you how many players you think you're gonna be drafted in this draft? Do you think anybody be drafted? I mean, traded on draft night?
So
players for picks.
So what I think, all right, so I kind of hoping that it's a quarterback that gets traded. Herbert to the Vikings. I kind of hope that happens. But which other team is out there that needs a quarterback and the teams
it's gonna be Denver, Minnesota, Vegas.
Do you think the Cowboys would trade Prescott?
I hadn't thought about that one, Fredo. I really hadn't, because there's some quarterback needy teams. But do you want to pay the price?
Yeah.
For that, like he's due for I think $60 million this year.
Yeah.
So do you want to take that on? And when you do take it on, you have to know that you got to extend him. He's coming with
next
an extension.
Year. Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, if it's a team that's got the cap space to do it, one of these real needy teams, and also what Dak want to do. I don't know if he's got I think he may have a no trade clause, so he got to veto it, whatever. And I think he's got a no franchise tag, so you can't franchise him either. So he's got a lot of control in his contract.
Yeah.
So it would still have to be a place that he want to go. So that's what's going to make it difficult for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's why I would not be surprised. They have to. They don't know what's going to happen this offseason. Take a quarterback at some point. Unless, evidently, you don't think Trey Lance is going to be the guy. So at some point, I would think they're going to probably take a quarterback. Like I said, probably about that 4th, 5th round. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and if there's somebody there that they like, just go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
See what happens. Yep.
Besides quarterback, receivers, let me see if I think about any receivers might get in trade. Like I said, San Francisco, Uke.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So Pittsburgh is very heavy on trade talks with the 49ers about Uke acquiring him. Is it true? I mean, how true is that, man? Like
smoke, there's fire, Fredo.
Yeah. So I've been hearing that as well. Let me see. Let me see which other team I think.
So certain people want this stuff to get out.
Yeah,
they want this stuff to get out.
Yeah. And it's so hard, man, because you got a bunch of ears in stadiums and a bunch of mouths, and man, like who can you trust?
Yeah. And the 49ers, they got some expensive players on their team.
They do.
From the running back to Debo to the tight end. And guess what? Next year you got to play Purdy.
Yep.
So he may come asking for $55-60 million.
Sheesh.
So don't be surprised. You might be right. He may be gone by this time next week. He may be in a different uniform.
You can't afford him.
Yeah.
Might as well get something out of him.
You can't pay him.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I was telling you about DeAndre Hopkins for the Titans.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. If they moved him on draft night for something else, don't be surprised. He probably won't make it through the season. I don't think so, Fredo. So we won't get it. We only got him for 1 year.
Yeah.
The rest of this year, that's it.
Yeah.
And you gonna let him walk, or if somebody calls you and say, "Hey, we'll take him for this," and you get something out of it. Even if it's just a 5th round pick, depending on how your season's going.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a really good season going, then you want to see what happens. No, you'll keep him. But if you to the point where you say, "No, it's gonna be an okay season," I'll give it to him for this 5th round pick.
Yeah.
Kansas City, whoever you want, whoever call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pay the rest of this season contract, and we'll be done.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so let's do this mock draft then, DC. So this time we're gonna pick every team. So we're gonna pick every player, and first on the clock is the Bears, man. Do the Bears start at 1, DC?
Yeah, I think the Bears stay 1. I think they're gonna take the quarterback.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna stay there and take the quarterback.
And which quarterback are we taking?
Caleb Williams.
All right,
for sure.
Let's take him. And, of course, we're going to get these grades as well, man. Hopefully he gives us the grades this time, man. So on the clock now are the Commanders at 2.
I think they still stick with Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels?
I think they're gonna take him.
Okay.
They're gonna still take him anyway.
Jaden Daniels. Trying to look for him real quick. Jaden. Am I missing something here?
Jalen Daniels?
Yeah. Quarterback. There we go. He was all over there 21st. All right. Number 3 is the Patriots. What are the Patriots going to do, man? Are the Patriots going to trade?
I think they might move out, Fredo.
Yeah.
I think they might move back. I don't think they take a player. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think they may move back
to the Chargers.
Maybe further than that. Maybe further than that. I don't know why the Chargers wouldn't want to come up that close. I don't think they're at 5. I don't think they want to move up. But I just think the Patriots are going to move out. You said you think they should get the quarterback. So
yeah,
and they may take Drake May. Like I said, it could be a good situation for him as far as him having the time to sit because they know this team is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So taking him may not be the bad pick there.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think they're going to move out of it.
So what you want to do, man?
Let's see. Let's go ahead and take Drake May.
Okay.
Let's take Drake May. See what happens.
I'm comfortable with that pick.
Yeah.
So at 4, you got the Cardinals, man. Of course, their needs a wide receiver, and they got one right there.
You have to take Harris. You have to take. Don't get cute, Arizona. Take the guy
because you said you wouldn't be surprised if they take Neighbors.
Right.
Yeah.
Neighbors. That's my number one receiver too. But you got to take one of them. You have to. Don't. I don't care who calling you for what. You cannot keep collecting draft picks. At some point, you have to move forward.
Yeah.
So, take the receiver right there. Take the receiver.
Harrison.
Yeah, all right. He's the guy that most people say is foolproof. He's the one guy in this draft that people say is he's not going to fail.
Yeah.
So, and if you take him, you won't get a guy better than him next year. Either.
Yeah.
So he's the best guy for the next couple of years, probably in the whole draft. So you go ahead and take him.
Okay.
Take him a Neighbors, but they probably gonna take Harrison.
All right, with the 5th pick, you got the Chargers on the clock.
On the clock.
And their needs are wide receiver, a defensive lineman, linebacker, cornerback, running back, and tight end.
You know what, Fredo? This is the point when this makes me a little nervous. They may take the tackle that I want. I think they may take Joe out. There's a chance of that happening right there because, like I say, they're coming in to run offense.
Yeah,
run heavy. So I would not be surprised if they take Joe out.
Okay,
tackle right there. Yeah,
I'm with that. I'm with that absolutely. And this is the case if they do keep Herbert.
Right.
So
right.
All right, cool. We take that because you build protection and you build the run as well. All right, now the Giants at 6 on the clock. So their needs a quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line, D lineman, linebacker, and a DB. And they need a quarterback. I don't know. Because Jones can't throw the damn ball.
No.
I mean, all right. If I was the GM and I see the mistake I made drafting this, giving this quarterback that stupid, ridiculous contract, it wasn't groundbreaking, but it was too much for him.
Right.
So I would be taking another quarterback, to be honest with you. Yeah. Now, this is me, DC. I don't know how you feel about the Giants, man, because your team starts with a quarterback. Now, you could get a running back in the 3rd round, a good running back.
Right.
But then you got Singletary as well.
Yeah.
So, as quarterback, man, right now we got J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nixon, Michael Pitts, and Spencer Rattler. Yeah. Those are you, and then you got Michael Pratt. Those are your top 100 ranked quarterbacks. So who do you like out of those 5?
The problem is where they're picking at 6. That's the problem. So if I'm them, for where I'm drafting at, I don't know if the quarterback I'm getting is going to be as good as the guy I already have.
Yeah,
and we already got a makeshift offensive line. So I would probably take Malik Neighbors. For me, he's probably the best available at that point.
So at this point,
I would take Malik Neighbors at 6 if I'm them.
So you're taking best player available
at this point for them, because I don't know if drafted at 6, I'm going to get a better quarterback for the value.
Yeah, okay.
That I'm using.
Yeah.
So I'll probably take Malik Neighbors right there at 6.
You convinced me on that one, DC. You see? 7, man. We got your Titans on the clock, man. At 7. Their needs are what's up?
Offensive line.
They got wide receiver, offensive line, edge, and a cornerback.
So at this point, it would have to be Roman Duze. It would have to be receiver. The fact that the Chargers already took the tackle that we wanted.
Yeah.
It would have to be Roman Duze.
I agree with that too, man. Yep. You got good, and this is a good wide receiver right here. All right, now we have the Falcons on the clock with the 8th pick. Their needs is a defensive lineman and a cornerback. I'm telling you, man, like this team was only a quarterback away to be legitimate, man. But now they only got 2 real big needs, and that's in the defense side of the ball.
Yeah.
So, cornerback, man, you got Cooper DeJean, Quentin Minchell from Toledo. You got the edge rusher from UCLA, Luta. You got the defensive lineman from Illinois, Javon Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm looking for the defensive line, Fredo. I'm looking for defensive line help here.
Oh, and then you also got Brian Murphy from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, let's see. Now,
man, that defense would be nice if you get Brian Murphy.
Well, yeah, maybe Dallas Turner from Alabama.
Dallas Turner?
He should be still available.
Yeah,
like
from
yeah.
Oh, you want him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Defensive edge rusher. Yeah.
Let's get him.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Turner. All right, cool. Now the Bears at 9, man. Their needs are quarterback, which they got already, wide receiver, and defensive lineman. Wide receiver, man, or D lineman. Let's see, D lineman. You got Xavier Newton, Brian Murphy. Let me see what else.
I think the D line should be okay. I'm more about the other tackle. They drafted a tackle last year, and if you know you're getting a rookie quarterback, go ahead and solidify the other side.
The tackle right here, we got your top ranked tackle is Talise Fugo. Yeah, from Oregon State.
Yeah. I would do that.
You want to do that one?
Yep.
Okay. Now the Jets at 10. Their needs are wide receiver, tackle, defense lineman, and safety. Yeah,
they're weird. I know it. I know they're gonna let Aaron Rodgers run this franchise into the ground. And if Brock Bowers is there, they're gonna take Brock Bowers more than likely.
Tight end.
That's what they're gonna do. But I don't think that's what they should do. I think they should take a tackle. See if you can find your future tackle, because Aaron Rodgers is only gonna be there for a couple more years if that. Don't just let him come in and pick all your players for you. You know, you got to think about the franchise. So I would like for them to go offensive lineman, the best tackle available right here for them going forward, because their offensive line been trash anyway, and they got the guy from the Cowboys, and maybe just a 1-year rental.
Yeah.
So I would definitely go offensive lineman here, but I think if Brock Bowers is available, there's been just too much talk about it.
Yeah.
I think they'll end up taking a tight end. But
the top tackle is Troy Futon.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't pronounce the guy from Penn State.
Right.
And then you got J.C. Letman from Alabama.
Yeah.
And then you got Amaris Mins from Georgia, tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your top ones right there.
Yep.
Which one do you like?
I like the first one you said.
Troy Futon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm down with that too. And all right, now we got the Vikings at 11. Vikings need quarterback, tight end, guard, center, defensive lineman, and then DB.
Oof.
Yeah, they need a whole team.
Yeah, this has got to be.
I say go corner right here.
Yeah, the cornerback you said.
Yeah, from Toledo.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Now the Broncos. Broncos need a quarterback, and we know that J.J. McCarthy's still there. Bo Mix, Michael Penix. Those are your top quarterbacks right there, man. Who we taking, man? You gonna take it?
There's been talk about Bo Nix his comparisons to Drew Brees and stuff like that going to Denver. But if they do take one there, I think that's who they would take. I think they would end up taking Bo Nix there. If not, they would trade back. But we'll just put Bo Nix in there.
Yeah, I agree with that too. All right, we got Bo Nix. Now up in on the clock is the Raiders at 13. There needs a quarterback, running back, offensive lineman, D lineman, linebacker, and cornerback.
A cornerback?
Yep.
Yeah. So they don't need the quarterback bad. I would probably go with.
They got Tyrone Arnold from Alabama.
Cornerback?
Yeah.
That's the cornerback.
You still got Cooper DeJean, but we know how we feel about him.
Yeah, we'll put him in. Somebody who needs a safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would probably take him. The
Raiders?
Arnold.
All right, cool. Then we got them Saints, man, on the clock with the 14th pick. Their needs.
Offensive line. It got
offensive line?
Yes. Who's the best tackle over there? That's what we got.
The best tackle is the guy from Penn State. I can't even pronounce his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where we'll roll.
Oh, you want to roll him? All right. We got him now. Up in the clock is 15 is the Colts. Wide receiver and cornerback is what they need.
Wide receiver and cornerback. So as a wide receiver, we still got Brian Thomas there. Cornerback, we should still have like Kool-Aid there. Nate Wiggins should be still
Cornerback.
Cornerback, yeah.
Let
Kool-Aid
me.
McPherson and Nate Wiggins from Clemson.
Yeah, hold on. A cornerback, yeah. You got Newton, Murphy, Wiggins, and Kool-Aid.
They also need wide receiver help.
Yep. And wide receiver.
Took Josh Downs last year, and they still got Michael Pittman.
Let me see. Wide receiver. They got Mitchell, Thomas, Franklin, McCourty, and Colum.
Okay. Man, let's go with the cornerback, top cornerback there with the Colts.
Okay. Let me see. Cornerback. Cornerback, we got DeJean, Wiggins, and Kool-Aid.
Give me Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, now we got the Seahawks with the 16th pick. Their needs is offensive lineman, edge, linebacker, and safety.
Let's look at the edge for them.
Edge? All right.
Yeah.
The edge. The edge, you got Lutau versus Isaac, Robinson, and Ellis.
I like Verse. That's Florida State?
Yep.
Yes.
You like him?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Boom. Now we got 18 Bengals. Their needs is tight end, tackle.
17, right?
I'm sorry, 17.
Jaguars.
Yeah, Jags. All them punk ass Jags. They need a center, guard, edge rusher, and cornerback.
We're going to have to go cornerbacks. Who's Wiggins still available? And is Kool-Aid?
Yeah, Wiggins and cornerback from Michigan's Mike Sennerton.
Yeah, we'll get Wiggins.
Wiggins?
We'll take Wiggins.
Okay. Now the Bengals, 18. Their needs is tight end, tackle, and defensive lineman.
Okay.
I say with them.
Tight end, tackle, and defensive lineman.
I say with them, go with tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably get the kid out of Texas. Murphy.
Let me see.
Byron.
Tackle.
You talking about offensive tackle or defensive tackle?
Offense.
Oh, offense. Okay.
Yeah, offensive tackle. And also, they need a defensive lineman as well.
because they let Reader go. Reader went to the Lions.
But, man, you got to protect ball row.
Yeah.
So defense or offensive line? What you want to do?
Let's go with defense. Let's take Murphy out of Texas.
Okay.
Byron.
Okay.
Murphy, yeah. Let's take him.
All right. Now the Rams are 19. Quarterback, tackle, defense lineman, linebacker, and cornerback.
Cornerback?
Corner.
Yeah, who's left? Is the Kool-Aid still left?
I
took Arnold already, right?
Yeah. So I want to say Kool-Aid's gone already. Yeah, Kool-Aid went to the Colts.
Okay.
Yep.
So is Terrion Arnold still there, right? He should be there.
Terry Arnold?
Terrion Arnold from Alabama?
No. I think we took him as well. Arnold, Raiders.
Raiders got it? Okay.
Yep.
We already took Wiggins.
Yep. Man. So your top corner right now, Cooper DeJean and Mike Sorensen from Michigan. Okay. And then after that's Aaron Rockiston. Like these right here, I'm naming now like they're second rounders.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the edge? What edge rushers they got on there?
Edge rushers. Edge rushers, they got Luta from UCLA.
There you go.
You want to take him?
Yep, Latu.
Yeah, Latu. All right, cool. Now, the Steelers on the clock, and their needs is wide receiver, tackle, center, and cornerback.
Brian Thomas still available.
Wide receiver?
Uh-huh.
Brian Thomas is still available.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. If we can get the Ayuk, then yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 21. You have the Dolphins, and their needs is tight end, offensive line, and defensive line.
Give them offensive line help.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got tackles, and then you also want to get inside. And what else? What else they need? Yeah. Okay, so right now,
they're gonna probably need somebody who can play like the center guard combination, a guard or something like that.
So
probably need interior.
Their top tackle available right now is C.D. Lanham from Alabama, and your top center is Jax Powers Johnson. And then your top guard is Christian Haynes from Connecticut.
Let's go with Powers Johnson.
Yeah, center. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Because I think the tackles they're pretty much set.
Yeah.
Now the Eagles, man, Eagles on the clock. Eagles needs wide receiver. I don't know how, and linebackers and defensive back. So I say right here we take corner.
Corner, okay.
But I don't think the corner market is that good right now because in the corner you got Mike Sirenstill from Michigan, and then you got Cooper DeJean. I don't know, man.
Offensive lineman. They need interior. I'm thinking, especially with Kelsey leaving.
Or do you see them taking a tight end?
Goddard's still there, so
yeah.
But I don't know. Not in the first round. I think Bowers will probably be the only tight end that goes in the first round.
Because defensive linemen, they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need any more.
Outside of DeJean, who's the other top cornerback?
Let me see. Cornerback.
They're gonna need some help there.
Like I said, that guy from Michigan.
Okay.
And you got Aaron Rockestar Jr. from Missouri.
Okay.
You got TJ Tamp from Iowa State. And you got Kamir Lannister from Georgia.
Let's go ahead and take Cooper. Feel like they might need a little safety help also.
Okay.
I think they can move him around back there.
He looks like a Philly player. Yeah. Now you got the Vikings on the clock again. Now the Vikings with their last pick, they took cornerback. So their needs are now quarterback, tight end, guard, center, defensive lineman.
Who are the quarterbacks available now?
Your quarterbacks available right now is J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix.
Yeah. I would think that's going to be the play. They'd probably be the J.J. McCarthy pick.
Yeah?
Yeah, but they probably would have already traded them other picks for him. But they're probably still up and probably one of the teams that could possibly end up with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Penix?
Yeah. No, McCarthy.
McCarthy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would take Penix, but I think it's too much smoke behind this J.J. McCarthy thing. Somebody's going to jump out there and do it.
Now, the Cowboys at 24, man. So, the Cowboys need is a running back, wide receiver, tackle, center, defense lineman, linebacker, and cornerback. They need a whole damn team.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish Jerron was here to pick this one out.
I think it's going to be offensive lineman.
Yeah, right. A tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and because they're tackle. And the best tackle available right now is we got two of them, C.J. Latham.
J.C. Latham?
Yeah, J.C. Latham. And then Amir Mims.
It's going to probably be Latham.
Yeah. I think so, too. Now, the Packers on the clock with 25th. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, and safety. I say go with the offensive line.
Yep. The one that the Cowboys didn't take.
Mims?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He just stayed healthy. He's a great player.
Yeah. And then the Buccaneers on the clock. They need a running back, tight end, guard, center, edge rusher, linebacker, and cornerback. Do you see them taking a tight end now?
They have a need. But I don't know if they're going to. I think they'll go with the offensive lineman before they go with the tight end. Yeah. Or that cornerback position. The offensive line and cornerback, I'm guessing, for them.
I don't think it's even worth to take a corner at this round.
Or they end up like trading out of it.
Yeah.
Because what they need, really been picked over.
What about edge?
Who's they got? They got the guy still from Missouri, Robinson. He's still available.
Robinson's still there, and you got the two from Penn State, yes. Robinson and Isaac.
Yeah, give me the one from Missouri.
Oh, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
That was a little bit of reach, don't you think?
No, he's gonna be good.
Yeah,
he's gonna be good.
Okay. All right, and now we're on to 27th Cardinals. Wide receiver, which they got already. Guard, center, defense lineman, cornerback.
Guard center.
I say take a center.
Yeah, who they got available?
Zach Frazier, West Virginia.
Okay.
Christian Haynes, Connecticut.
Okay.
And they need a what else? Tight end. I mean, we still got
some Texas. Is the only one available.
Who?
They're not gonna take no tight end. They got Trey McBride. I don't think they would take a tight end now.
Okay. Wide receiver, you were saying from Texas, Mitchell.
AD Mitchell.
Yeah.
Because they got Marvin Harrison already. So
yeah,
it could be possible that they would take another one if the right guy is available. Then you got two receivers right there.
Man, but it looks like they need a bunch of help in offensive line. They need a guard and a center.
Yeah. But I don't know if those guys are worth the first round. You know, that's the whole thing. We're going to get value out of it. Yeah. So, who's the guards available?
The guards, let me see. I have to go back and off inside. Your top guard, you could get him in the second round.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you got Fisher as your center.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's go with the guard.
You want to go with the guard?
Yeah.
You don't think he's a reach?
I mean, we don't have trades, so they probably would just trade out.
Okay.
If you traded it. But who would come up? I don't know. Somebody would probably be trying to come up or get back in for a quarterback right about now. You would think.
Yep. Okay. All right, we got the guard. Now the Bills on the clock with the 28th pick.
Yeah, it's got to be a receiver.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Is it Xavier Worthy, AD Mitchell, whoever the best one available?
AD Mitchell.
That's the best one? Yeah.
Yep. From Texas. Now the Lions need is a guard, center, edge, and cornerback.
Edge. One of those guys from Penn State should be available.
Let me see.
Chop Robinson or
you got Chop or Isaac?
Yeah, give me Chop.
Chop. All right. And then you got Baltimore receiver, offensive line, edge, and cornerback. Yeah, you got Troy Franklin.
The receiver, yeah, he's gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice. Give me the edge on that one.
You want the edge on this one? From Robinson?
Yeah. You had Isaac and you had Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, whichever one the Lions didn't take.
Okay. Where they at? Oh. Okay. All right, so at 31, we have the 49ers, man. Their needs is O-lineman and cornerback.
That's it? Cornerback and offensive lineman?
Yep. Okay. That's their needs.
I think they'd be in the market for a receiver, too.
So, well, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So let's say they do trade. Ayuk. You got Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
Would you take him?
I would take that would be the pick right there.
All right. Let's take him.
And in the Chiefs, I would give them a Xavier Worthy from Texas with the last pick in the first round.
You want to take a Brock Powers?
Who?
The Chiefs.
Take who?
Brock Powers.
Who was that?
The tight end
already been gone, right?
No.
He should have been with the Jets.
Oh,
we didn't. Oh, I know why we did. He would have been gone, but I don't think that's what the Jets are gonna do.
Yeah.
But no, I just give because I know Brock won't make that long. But I would give them Xavier Worthy. I think they would take somebody like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
But Brock Bowers, he would be gone. But like I say, the Jets, they should take an offensive lineman, but they're gonna probably take Brock Bowers at this point. Yeah.
So all right. So who are the Chiefs drafting?
Xavier Worthy, wide receiver out of Texas.
All right. Let me see. Xavier Worthy. No, he's gone already. Oh no, he's not.
AD Mitchell.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Boom. So let's see if they give us a grade this time. I don't think they are, man. Nope. Of course, they're not gonna give us a grade. But yeah, man. So that's our draft right there.
Yeah, that Brock Bowers deal, like I say, it's gonna be a wild card because people are taken because of the talent, even though it may not be a need for that team. So.
Yeah.
And the Jets seems like they're going to be that guy. If he makes it to 10 or somebody else does something crazy and jumps up and want to take him. So he's really good. But if you need that left tackle, for that tackle to protect you. You know what happened once Aaron Rodgers goes down. You already know what that team looks like. So if you can do anything, you're paying Aaron Rodgers to do more with less. So you go ahead and you take care of the quarterback's backside. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. So that's it right there. So overall, how many players do you think that actually go get drafted from our list from the first round?
From the first round?
Out of 32, how many do you think is gonna get drafted in the first round?
I'll probably say about 25 at least.
25?
25 at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know there's talks going on, but we don't know until the time comes. Somebody's gonna do something.
Yeah.
That we like. Just kind of like they're gonna be like it ain't gonna be as aggressive as the Texans were last year.
Yeah,
but there's gonna be some aggressive movement just because of the emphasis put on quarterback position and where people think they should go. But Arizona, do not trade out. Take the receiver. Go ahead, take the receiver now. You know, in Minnesota, you might want to figure out your quarterback situation.
Yeah,
for real. Yeah, you got too much on the line to mess around with this. The Vikings do. So you got whatever it takes. You got to make it happen. Of course, you got to keep JJ happy, and that's the end game right there. As long as JJ's happy, you'll be fine.
Yeah, man. Can't wait for this draft, man.
Yeah,
can't wait for it to see what's up. You know, this right here is just another football holiday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, football happens all throughout the year, man. And of course, we'll go have this little gap. You know, after the draft, you know, until training camp.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited, man.
So the scheduling should be coming out soon?
So the schedule should be coming out after the draft, I believe.
Okay.
I'm not too sure when exactly, man, but I thought it was gonna be before the draft.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense, you know. But I remember last year the schedule came out like around May.
Okay.
Yeah. So go see what's up with that, man. But I'm excited, man.
Can't wait, man. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait at all.
But yeah, DC got this whole scenario down already. Gonna see what teams make trades, moves, players get traded. There's always something happening, man.
I'm thinking there's gonna be at least 3 trades. At least in the first round.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be at least 3 trades.
A bunch of teams need quarterbacks, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of teams need quarterbacks.
Yeah, radio. That's all I got for today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. I think that's it for today's episode. All right, Steven, let's wrap up this episode, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Shield Football Podcast. Like always, man, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video and share it. That'd be much appreciated. And also, we're in Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Please don't be afraid to check us out on one of those 3 platforms right there. That'd be much appreciated. And we'll be back next week and see what happens in the draft.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe some surprises. Players get new homes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see what quarterbacks get traded to what teams. I mean, and let's see if there's any teams out there that make it trades between each other, man. Man, I can't wait.
Excited, man.
So besides that, gentlemen, we see y'all next week, and y'all be safe out there. Peace.
Later.